welcome back to my channel. If you are new to my channel, my name is Ayana, and you want to go ahead, press that subscribe button, because you know we be having fun over here. I know you done looked at 10 billion videos of mine, so go ahead and press subscribe, okay? And press that notification bell next to it so you will not miss NT videos from me. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into today's video. Alright y'all, so it's that time. It's time for a trim. I blew up my hair about 2 days ago, and I was like, this is a perfect time for me to go ahead and give myself a trim. I blew out my hair last year, I believe around last summer or so, and I trimmed my hair when it was blown out. That was my first time ever trimming my hair when it was blown out, and I actually really liked how it came out, and I felt like I got a lot more of the damage off than I do when I usually two-strand my twist and like dust the ends or cut the straggly ends off the two-strand twist. I feel like this is more accurate, if that makes sense. I still do the two-strand twist method, but I only do that if I, feel like there's, a lot of single strand knots in there, or I just want to cut it to make it look cleaner. I'll do that. But since my hair is blown out, I'm going to do the blown out trim method. So first thing first, I'm going to start off in sections. Go ahead and section my hair off. I always do that. Saves you a lot of energy and not being stressed with so much hair at one time. I'm not sure if I'm going to get asked this, but I don't really have a set schedule on when I should trim my hair, like every 3 months, every 2 months, every 6 months. Like, I don't really have a set schedule. I trim when I feel like I need to trim. Like, if you know your hair, and if your hair doesn't feel right, then you know like what you need to do to it. So I'm trimming my hair now. I dusted the ends probably about 2 months ago, but I really need to trim it. And I don't really care so much about getting it 100% even. I'm trimming at least the same amount around my whole entire head, so it doesn't look too crazy, but I'm not really like stressing over it needs to be 100% even. So I'm taking about this size section, and I'm going to go in with my Joyful Bee brush. This is the only brush I really like to use when my hair is dry, because you guys know I don't like to brush my hair when it's dry. But I'm just brushing the section out very carefully. So once you get that section smooth as possible with the brush, and then I'm going to take my fingers and just like slide my fingers down the hair to see where I need to trim at. Probably trim off this much, since that's where it's starting to like thin at and fray. My ends aren't super bad, but I like to make sure that they're A1 and good. So it really doesn't look like I really need like a big trim, but I'm just gonna cut to like right here, so it's about an inch. So I'm gonna go ahead, take my scissors, my trimming scissors, hair scissors, and then I'm just going to cut, and boom, this is how much hair I took off. And it does feel like some single strand knots was in there. It feels a lot much better when you brush through it too, if it's freshly trimmed. And then the next thing I'm gonna do is twist it up in a two-strand twist, and then I'm going to make sure the ends look good in a two-strand twist as well. If there's any like straggliness going on, then I'll just trim it off. That's one thing I want to tell you guys. Don't be afraid to trim your hair. Like, if I'm sitting here and I'm just like, I'm gonna keep this little straggly ends, it's just like, why are you keeping it? It's already broke. It's broke, so why are you keeping it? But yeah, just trim your ends, and it does help with your hair being easier for it to be detangled, and it looks a lot better. It feels a lot better. So I just twisted, two-strand twist all the way down, and I'm just gonna trim this little piece right here. Boom. She done. She look good, and she smooth. So that's all I'm doing, guys, all around my head for my trim. Taking about a medium-sized section, not too big and not too small, and I'm just trimming the same amount all around my head, so I make sure I'm not, being choppy everywhere. So I'm just taking the brush, brushing out the section. Get it as smooth as you can. Make sure it's not lumpy and all that. And then once you brush it out, get your fingers, smooth the hair down, and smooth it down to where you want to cut. And I'm going to cut right here. Boom. She fresh. Brush it out. It's just like, it just feels so good when you brush your hair and then you just cut them ends off. It's just like, it feel like butter just going through there. And then I'm just twisting that section up in a 2-strand twist. So once I twist it all the way to the ends, and I just snip off that little piece right there, and boom, she done, and she done with it. So that is all I'm doing, guys, around my whole head. Like I said, I don't have a set schedule on when I trim my hair. If I feel like the ends aren't like sharp and smooth and all that stuff, then I will trim my hair. And I also feel like if you trim your hair on blown out hair, you can really see where you need to trim at. Alright you guys, so I'm finally done trimming my whole head. I took out all the twists that were in my head just a few minutes ago, so you guys can see. Like, my hair feels so much better at the ends. Like, it feels a lot smoother, because especially if you haven't trimmed your ends, you can feel where the ends are like rough and like scraggly feeling. So that's where you really need to trim at. But yeah, I can tell a difference already. Hair at the ends feel a lot better. My hair looks a lot thicker at the ends as well. So that's one thing I really like when I give myself a trim. The ends look a lot thicker. So this is my hair, all freshly trimmed. It looks so good, y'all. Looks thick, extra thick at the ends and everything. It looks extra thick and I love it so much. So yeah, y'all. So if you are planning on trimming your own hair, give the blowout technique a try, because I've tried. This is my second time doing it, and I really do like that you can really see where you need to trim at, and you can actually feel it yourself where you need to trim at, and it does look a lot better and feels a lot better right after you do that. If you're not as comfortable doing that, I do recommend doing like the 2-strand twist and trimming the ends where you see that it gets a little thin at. Do that first if you like. This is my favorite way to do it now. I haven't trimmed my hair like this in about a year. I didn't really have that much damage actually. I just probably trimmed out about an inch off, and for some reason the right side of my head, it doesn't get as like damaged as this side, so I feel like I had to trim a lot more on this side than this side. Everything looks good. I got it as even as possible, and yeah. If you have any more trim related questions, leave them down in the comment section if I haven't answered it in this video for you. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to share. Sharing is caring, so go ahead and do that. Don't forget you're beautiful, you're strong, you the best music. And I will see you guys in my next one.